guys! Today I'm gonna be filming a get ready with me. I haven't done one of these in a while, so you can't clock me. I mean, I haven't filmed in a while, so you can clock me there. But you can't clock me for doing too many get ready with me's. You can't do that. Can't. So yeah, today I'm gonna be doing makeup. And I'm gonna be talking about some things that's been going on. So this video is gonna be kind of centered around mental health and depression and anxiety and stuff like that. If you're easily triggered by talking about stuff like that, do not watch this video because I'm gonna be kind of talking about my experience with it lately and just in general. I feel like it's a conversation I need to have with y'all. I feel like a parent right now. I'm like, I need to have a conversation with y'all. I just think it's important for me to talk about some things that's been happening with me and just like in general. I feel like if I have a platform, even if it's like not as relevant as it used to be, I still want to talk about things that are very important to me and that a lot of people struggle with. I'm also going to be talking about self-harm. So if that is something you struggle with or get easily triggered by, this is just the trigger warning for everybody that struggles with that, because I know that sometimes I need those, so I'm just letting y'all know. This is a really deep intro already. I can't believe this. Well, I can't believe it, but like, but wow, she's jumping right into it. Haven't even put an ounce of makeup on and already talking about it, so that's fine. But yeah, I haven't filmed in a while. There's a lot of reasons for that. I got a job and I quit within 2 weeks. I'm surprised I lasted that long. Y'all, Marapolo and Rule, I don't want to say his name, I'm sorry. They just came out with a new song and that mug smacks. Like, if it was food, it would be like the molten lava cake from Chili's or something like that. No, it'd be the avocado egg rolls from Cheesecake Factory. That's how amazing it is. And if you haven't had those, what are you doing? Is it in focus? Dude, my septum piercing smells like dookie. That's insane. Ew, this is gross. Why am I doing that? I don't know. Anyways, as I just mentioned, I had a job for a couple weeks and I quit because my anxiety was really bad. I just kind of knew I couldn't deal with it right now. I wanted a job because like I really feel like I need to work on my anxiety and putting myself in situations that I'm not very comfortable with so I can like overcome them, and I just really felt like a job would distract me in a positive way, but it just kind of brought me a lot of anxiety and it kind of like went into other areas of my life. YouTube is very important to me. I know it doesn't seem like it and I just do the same stuff over and over again and it's just like, come on girl, like it's been years and you still haven't gotten your stuff together. I know how it looks and I know, you know, I just know the energy I put out is not matching what I say. But that brings me to my depression. If you guys do follow me or you have, like, you just know, you kind of know like how I kind of am with posting and my inconsistency and everything. It's just something I've struggled with for as long as I can remember with YouTube. And honestly, everything, I've been kind of an inconsistent person, which sucks. Like, I hate that about myself. Dude, I had a dream about this. I remember I had a dream a couple nights ago where this girl was putting on her foundation and she was like going off and like her skin looked insane. And in my dream, I was like, what did you use? And she literally pulled out this mug and was like, this. And I was like, no way. And like, I literally dream about this. Like, that's when you know it's good. Like, I dream about this. It's just so funny to me. I don't know what it, like, seems like to y'all. I don't know how y'all perceive me and, like, how y'all perceive, like, what I talk about and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. So I'm gonna try to explain myself as best as I can. I might not be completely upfront just because it might be a little triggering. Is there a booger on my nose right now? That's absolutely disgusting. I have no excuse for that. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to be as upfront as I can and it might get really personal and hopefully that's okay with y'all. If not, just again, I'm warning you, just don't watch this video. I've been struggling with my mental health for a long time. It kind of spiked in high school and became more consistent, so freshman year it just became a lot more prevalent in my daily life, you know. There were some times in elementary school and middle school that I was very depressed, but I didn't really realize I didn't know what depression was at that point. So it was kind of, there was something kind of always there, but once high school happened, it just kind of like was such a drastic change for me. I don't know why. I think it was the work, I think it was the environment, I don't know. It just like spiked, like it was kind of crazy. And I remember feeling like how I felt and then the difference between that and then now, and I was like, what? Like, what's going on? In elementary school, there were some instances where I thought about like hurting myself and everything. And there was, I think, a couple that I did in like 4th grade, and I totally like blocked that out. And I remembered once I started going to therapy, I was like, oh wait, like that kind of happened. I kind of did that. And there was also anxieties in elementary school that I forgot about. And it was pretty debilitating. What's that word? Where you can't really function? That word? I couldn't really function. I remember I was scared to take like showers and stuff because I was scared that like world was gonna end while I was in the shower, and like I would get scared at car doors because I thought it was like an explosion or something, and like I just had really bad anxiety. And then I got diagnosed with scoliosis 5th grade, which is not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but to me that was just like insane. Like I had to wear a brace all of middle school, and it was just not a good experience. And I remember I got really depressed. I remember I had like a Pinterest board of like the most depressing stuff. Like it was just really bad, and I didn't really realize what it was. And I don't want anybody to see this and be like, it's just scoliosis, like it was not a big deal, why'd you get depressed over that? Like, da-da-da-da. Like I want you guys to know that like no matter how small something may seem to you, if it makes you feel a certain way, it's valid. Like your feelings are completely valid. For the longest time, I would kind of push my feelings away because I was like, well, I haven't gone through a lot. Like I haven't gone through something as bad as this person, so how I feel is like kind of irrelevant, and I shouldn't be feeling sad. And I felt guilty for feeling sad when that's just not the case, because everybody's allowed to feel how they feel about something. Like everybody's feelings are valid, and I invalidated myself for a really long time, and there were times where my feelings were invalidated by other people, and that's just not fair to yourself or anybody else. I used to think it was like selfless thinking like that, but it's just not fair to yourself. So how is that like a selfless thing? Like undermining your own feelings is just not the way to go, because like your feelings are completely valid, and like no matter what situation you're going through, if you feel a certain way, you feel a certain way and you can't help it, and it's valid, like completely valid. And I just want y'all to know, if you feel like you're invalidated, I'm validating you right now. Like how you feel is completely okay. Or there's no like checkpoint, like okay, you have to go through this to be this sad, you have to go through this to feel this way. Like it's not, there's no checkpoint, there's no nothing. Like it's just, if you feel that way, you feel that way, and then you deal with it how you deal with it. But I just don't want anybody to feel bad for feeling how they feel, or feel like they shouldn't feel that way, because feelings are feelings and everybody has them, and not everybody goes through the same stuff, but everybody goes through something. Like nobody's life is perfect at all. I started going to therapy either sophomore, freshman year. I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety probably that same year. I remember specifically there was one time where I was on a live and I was like, I'm getting ready for therapy, and like there's some people that kind of like glamorize depression and stuff. And I guess that people got that vibe from me, that I was like, oh, I'm depressed, like doing that type of stuff. And that was never my intention, so I'm sorry if any of y'all got that vibe from me. But that was never my intention, and that was like never my thing. And I don't think glamorizing it is okay, like making it a personality trait, but also you can't really tell somebody like how to deal with their depression. So if somebody has it and they kind of like deal with it a certain way, like joking about it, like you shouldn't judge them for that, because that's just how some people cope. So I think that's also a little bit much, because that affected me a lot, because I was like, am I doing something wrong? Am I dealing with this wrong? Am I doing this? And that's not okay either, because I genuinely was going through something, and people invalidating me on the internet just did not help with that at all. And then I've been kind of going to therapy off and on since then, and I got on medication about, I want to say a year ago, at least a year. It's been a while that I've been on medication. I was on Zoloft, and that didn't help me at all, and now I'm on Lexapro and Abilify for depression and anxiety. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. But recently, it's been a little bit more difficult. I also struggle with self-harm and suicidal ideations. I have been for years with the suicidal ideation, but recently they've been a little bit more extreme. It's just not been the best ever. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened recently and throughout high school that I can't really talk about, and it's just kind of escalated. I have been struggling with self-harm for like a year now. This is like super personal to me. Like, I think, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like a thing I shouldn't talk about, because the last thing I want to do is like trigger anybody. That's something I've dealt with for a while. Something that I do sometimes. I haven't done it in a month, but then it happened again pretty recently. So I'm trying to be really upfront. But if anybody else is going through this or feeling this way, I don't want them to feel alone. I know how hard it was for me when I didn't have the resources I have now, and I have resources now and I'm still struggling, and I can't imagine where I'd be without that help. And if someone doesn't have the money or doesn't have the family or the resources that can provide help for them, like, I want to at least be something that can be like, hey, you're valid, like, you're okay, like, it'll be okay type of beat. Like, I want to be able to do that if they can't get the help they need. Like, I don't know, I don't even know if it is possible to tell, because I know how it feels to be depressed and to be like in that mindset and you feel like nothing helps, and, you know, I'm alone and I feel alone and just all of that. So I'm hoping this does help, but because I feel like I've always kind of been upfront about it, because it does affect my YouTube and my channel and my like posting and all that stuff. So I feel like I've definitely brought it up. So I'm just trying to be more open. Like, a lot of y'all have been watching me for a long time, and, you know, I've changed a lot, and I've kind of literally gone through all of this while I was on YouTube, so you can definitely tell, like, from when I started and now. And I've also grown up, because I was like 14, 13, and now I'm almost 18 this week. And, like, you've literally, like, grown up with me and, like, seen my mental health, like, progression, and, you know, my balls, and, you know, like, if I was a billionaire, I'd be paying for every single one of y'all's therapy. I'd be going to visit y'all. Like, I'd be like, hey, let's get you this, let's get you this, like, we got it. Like, I would be on that shit. Like, I would be on it. I really hope that one day I'll be able to be in a place where I can provide resources for other people and, you know, do all of that. But as of right now, I'm just trying to do what I can do to make people feel less alone, or you feel less alone, or anything like that. I just think that it's very important, because having depression just feels very isolating, and it's exhausting. Like, it's a constant cycle of the same stuff, and it's just very draining. But yeah, I just want you guys to know that I'm always here, and even though I'm very inconsistent with YouTube, and I'm, you know, it doesn't mean I don't care. It doesn't mean I don't care about y'all. It doesn't mean I don't care about my platform or anything. It's literally just my brain. You know, like, I just get in ruts where it's very hard for me to do things. Like, a week ago, my room was, like, the worst, and, like, you know, I felt like my world was falling apart, and, like, oh, I can't do this. Like, you know, it's a process, and it's a journey, and it is not a fun one, but it does involve a lot of growth. The person I am right now is kind of insane. Like, if I'm being honest, I'm kind of a pretty crazy person, and not like crazy like, oh, she's crazy, but like, it's just kind of crazy, like, who I am. Like, I don't know how y'all perceive me. As I said, I don't know, you know, what y'all think of me. I don't know, but like, I know myself, and I'm very confident in the person I am. Like, you know, my heart's in the right place, and my intentions are good and everything. And I feel like a lot of who I am has come from overcoming a lot of my obstacles and, like, what goes on in my head on a daily basis. Like, the fact that I'm still here is, like, it sounds really sad, but it's more of, like, a proud thing for me. Like, it's just insane that I'm still, like, here trying, and, you know, because, like, I'm almost 18. Like, I'm not that grown, but I'm, like, grown more than I was, like, obviously, when I started YouTube. So it's, like, kind of bonkersville. Like, it's just insane to me. So if there's any takeaway, I just want everybody to know that your feelings are valid, and there's no no wrong or right way to feel. Sorry, I'm doing eyeliner. It has to be quiet. Oh, that was big. Okay, my eyeliner is kind of even. It's bigger on this side, I think, but honestly. Whatever I was saying, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot what I was saying. But I'm almost done with my makeup, so y'all are almost done hearing me talk. This video's probably gonna be super long. This mug could talk for hours and hours on end. Like, I can talk for so long. Y'all wanna see? Can you see? Can you see these mugs? Are you kidding me? You also wanna know something? Hold on. My other friend made these with her bare hands. Can I get a talented much? Oh my gosh. I'll put both of them in the description. All I wear now are these earrings. I haven't worn the Coraline earrings yet because I need to process like what it's gonna be like wearing that on my ear. Like, that's just insane to me. But these are insane. Like, they're just so cute. I also accidentally broke this one and I hot glued it. So she's good as new. Sorry, I was looking through my DMs and I saw that somebody blocked me and it just made me laugh. Sorry. No, I don't overline my lips. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Homegirl needs to floss. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys all so much, and I just want you guys to know that you're never alone and I'm always here for you guys. Like, I genuinely mean it. Y'all have given me the best support system ever, and I just really hope that I can be that for y'all too. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and thank you for the patience and just everything that y'all give me. It's just insane. Thank you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Anyways, toodles!